Hooray. Well, let's get cracking, man.
Do you remember where the hell you were?
Yeah. So during these long waits to restart our problems, Enabnet would draw caricatures of some of the other fellows in the class, and I thought that looked like good fun. So I decided, by golly, that then I tried to draw some caricatures and I couldn't do it, and they just came out awful. So I decided to go down to the library and get myself a book that would teach me how to draw caricatures, which I did.
You don't remember the name of that book, do you?
No, I don't. At any rate, I went into the library, and it was quite an impressive structure there in Des Moines. And you come in, and it has the marble floors, and then on the far side, these big steps up to the mezzanine, which was halfway up, and the rest of it went clear up the ceiling, which was Lord only knows how high, but it was way up there. And so I went in and I climbed those stairs, and then I went around, and the art library was clear around in the far corner from where the steps were. And so as I was heading toward the library, I noticed there was a door was open to one of the offices or whatever. I don't mean offices, but these rooms were designated for public affairs of one kind or another. And in this room was a display of paintings. Well, I wasn't particularly interested in art or in painting. My mind was focused at the moment on doing caricatures. Oh, they were done. So I glanced in, and I was mildly interested in the fact that there were so many fine paintings in there. They didn't stir me particularly. And so I just made a mental note that when I came back out, that I would stop and go through and see what they were, just find out what this was all about. So now this is a very important thing. If I had gone in and looked at the exhibit on the way in, Lord only knows, I think I would have wound up as a very poor electrical engineer. Because there was a girl in there that was kind of running herd on the exhibit. Her name was Velma Wallace. And she had just had a little break. And the woman that was taking care of, when I went in, Velma Wallace was still in charge, and she was the only person in there. And when I came out, now, if I'd gone in there, she had no authority or anything that would, it'd just be a matter of just maybe she could answer some questions or something, but as far as having any effect on my life was concerned, obviously, there would have been none. So I went in and I got my book on character. And it probably took me 15, 20 minutes. And when I came out and turned into the exhibit room, there was a different woman in there. And so I wandered around with this book under my arm, and I probably made a few smart cracks about the paintings. And she for some reason or other, decided that I was interested in art. And so we talked, and I'd make comments about the paintings, and she'd explain them. And finally she says, have you ever been in our school? And I said, what school? And she says, the Cumming Art School. And I said, no, frankly, I have to admit, I never heard of it. And she says, well, it's right upstairs here.
What was it called?
Cumming School of Art. And so she said, well, Velma will be back very shortly, and if you'd like, why, I'll take you on up to the school. Well, fine. I mean, I didn't have anything particular to do, and I had my book on caricaturing. And so we went upstairs, and you know, it was the strangest thing, and it is one of the significant things that has happened in my lifetime. The moment I went in that door and had a whiff of the art school, which had, the turpentine and Lord, it's like
Smelled
going
like this house here.
into my studio. The minute I got a whiff of that, for some reason or other, the good Lord just sent a bright light down, and I said to myself, this is it. I am going to study art. Well,
Was that a bright light, or was